today's 2-minute tip is on territories. I have shot this video now a couple different times. I'm having a hard time keeping it within 2 minutes. Territory size is addressed specifically in the item 12 of the FDD, and franchisor is going to lay out territories differently. So a B2B business is going to be how many businesses within that territory, and truthfully population isn't going to matter as much. Restaurant brand, population might matter a lot, but it might also be driving patterns, and the territory is going to feel a little bit smaller. But you think about, for me, Midwest, I think Chicago, and I think, okay, if I had a 4-mile territory right in the middle of Chicago, I could probably put 6 restaurants of that same brand in there. We wouldn't even see each other. So when you start to think about territory, depending on the kind of franchise you're looking at, that's kind of when you start to think, well, what is my territory? Why is it important to me? And I think it's a very common mistake when you start to look at franchises that you think, I want a big territory, I want massive territory, lots of population, I want to own my market. And if you work with a newer franchisor, they might be awarding larger territories. We see it all of the time. What happens is, as that franchisor grows and matures, their larger market franchisees are usually not servicing that whole territory, either because the best case scenario, they're super happy servicing half of their territory, they're making great profits, they're running a great business, family's happy, they still have a lifestyle, but they don't care that there's maybe 4 zip codes in their market that aren't being serviced. Franchisor, of course, is kind of kicking themselves and saying, oh my goodness, we're leaving money on the table because there's customers there that could really use the service and aren't being serviced. So I think the thing to keep in mind when you're getting started, learn about the franchisor, learn about the widget, learn about the operations and the marketing. Don't be too worried at first about the territory discussion and early discussions, because it really is a conversation that you need to have once you understand the business model, and once you understand the market share that you need to be successful. The territory ends up usually lining up with it being exactly what you need. But addressing it too soon, sometimes it'll come across as a negative when truly it's just that you don't understand the business enough to understand that 100,000 person population is actually perfect for the size business that you're trying to build. I hope that helps.